Hey, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day, and welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. Okay, so we need to talk about Niantic's lack of response to the Hear Us Niantic movement. It's been about a week since we started trending that hashtag, and Niantic has been radio silent regarding the issues that the community has brought up. Instead, they've been going on about other things that people just do not care about right now. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, let's talk about all of this. So, last week we started the Hear Us Niantic movement once again, this time around the remote raid pass nerfs that Niantic decided to implement. And of course, Niantic decided to go ahead with those remote raid pass nerfs, and that has led to a lot of backlash with the Pokemon GO community. But even so, it seems like Niantic is doubling down, and they've been radio silent regarding everything the community has been voicing. So, this is really concerning because it seems like Niantic is completely ignoring the community when it comes to the Hear Us Niantic movement, and it really seems like they are trying to brush it under the bridge so that players will eventually forget about it. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case this time around. Mainly because a lot of players relied on remote raid passes for their daily gameplay, and it looks like Niantic is not understanding that players just do not care about in-person raiding experiences as much as they used to before the pandemic. To further show evidence that Niantic does not care about the Hear Us Niantic movement and all of the complaints that players have been voicing is the fact that on their social media pages, they've been posting a lot of random things that players do not care about. I mean, it just goes to show that Niantic is completely tone deaf with the community concerns, and yeah, this is not a good thing. One of the biggest frustrations that the Pokemon GO community currently has is that Niantic is not even acknowledging the concerns that the players are bringing up. If they were planning to double down on the remote raid pass nerfs, then the best they could have done is at least acknowledge the Hear Us Niantic movement. At least tell us that they were aware of our concerns, but they still wanted to go ahead with the changes that they wanted to implement. Sure, players would not have been happy with that sort of response, but it's better than getting no response at all. I mean, there's a lot of things happening with Pokemon GO right now. In case you didn't know, Niantic is actually launching a web store for their game. And this is very interesting because this is one of the ways that Niantic can get around some of the fees that they have to pay to Google Play as well as the App Store. So, you know, this could end up working out in our favor, actually, because they could actually put up a lot of the typical bundles that we see in the Poké Shop, but do it at a discounted rate because there's not going to be that 30% fee that they have to pay to the app stores. And we've already kind of seen this. The web store has already launched in Norway, and the bundles that are available in the web store in that region are actually a lot cheaper than what you would find in-game. But yeah, even though that could have been a really good thing for the Pokemon GO community, it's getting overshadowed right now because Niantic has not responded to the Hear Us Niantic movement. Honestly, it's a huge missed opportunity because they could have tied this together with some communication regarding the Hear Us Niantic movement. They could have at least said that, hey, using this web store, you can get a couple of deals that could kind of offset the increased prices for remote raid passes. But instead of doing that, they decided to give us the silent treatment, and it's not going over well with the Pokemon GO community. I mean, for crying out loud, this is probably one of the worst weeks of Pokemon GO content that we've had in a while. We're about to get a Mystic Heroes event that doesn't even have any event spawns, and I would say the only highlights of this week is probably the Shelder Spotlight Hour that we just had and Togetic Community Day that we're getting this weekend. But aside from that, there really isn't much going on in Pokemon GO right now. So if Niantic really wants to get players involved and engaged with their game and more excited about their game, then they really need to come out with some sort of announcement or at least some sort of acknowledgement to the Hear Us Niantic movement. Now, something else that I wanted to bring up in this video is the fact that Niantic has made no announcement regarding Pokemon GO Fest of 2023. Typically around this time every year, they at least announce the dates of this landmark event, but they haven't even done that so far this year, which is really concerning. Considering all of the backlash that they've been receiving so far, I'm not even sure it's a good idea to even host any sort of in-person event. I don't think it's a good idea for Niantic to put a lot of effort into announcing Pokemon GO Fest just yet. It's just going to create a lot of negative sentiments, and I think what they want to do is announce Pokemon GO Fest when morale is high. That's going to motivate a lot of trainers to participate in this landmark event. Otherwise, it could be something that Niantic just doesn't end up generating a lot of hype for. I mean, earlier this year, we had an in-person event in Las Vegas for the Pokemon GO Hole Tour event. And yeah, that was a buggy mess, and it created a lot of negativity within the Pokemon GO community. Personally speaking, I don't think it's a right time right now to announce a Pokemon GO Fest, so I'm kind of glad that Niantic is not announcing anything just yet. But yeah, time is ticking, because if they are going to have this event in June or July, people need to prepare for it. People need to buy their plane tickets, they need to book their hotels, so yeah, Niantic better come up with something really soon here. Honestly, I think the best course of action right now for Niantic is to at least acknowledge the Hear Us Niantic movement, say that they've heard our concerns, but they still want to keep the remote raid pass changes that they implemented. And then on top of that, try to communicate with the community on what they could do to improve the experience overall, so that they can kind of meet us in the middle here. The Pokemon GO community is extremely unhappy, and anything that Niantic posts on their social media is just going to draw a lot of negative attention. Yeah, Niantic, you guys really need to communicate with us what your intentions are with the future of this game. Just simply ignoring the problem and hoping it goes away is not the right solution. The Pokemon GO community has been fed up with some of your decisions for quite some time now. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, so Niantic really needs to tread carefully right now with their game. But in any case, yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about today regarding Pokemon GO. There's just a lot of question marks with the future of this game. I'm honestly really concerned about how this game is going to be in a couple of months, but we'll just have to wait and see. For all I know, this could all blow over once they do announce Pokemon GO Fest, and I don't know. I just feel like the game is just so different right now, and just talking with a lot of different players, even in my local communities, it just seems like the enthusiasm for this game is just at an all-time low. So yeah, Niantic, you guys need to get something going, because Pokemon GO is looking like it's dying really soon here. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below in the comment section, and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.